Good morning, everybody. A ridiculous thing happened. It made me laugh, but kind of sad. I was looking into getting insurance, health insurance. Now that I'm fired, I hadn't really looked at it yet. I was just planning on getting into my wife's insurance, which is horrible and expensive. It's about almost $400 a month. And this is through the school she teaches, which is private. It's not a public school. But anyways, I decided instead to apply to Marketplace, or I guess it used to be called Obamacare, or if it was ever, I don't know. I don't follow politics, and but whatever, that's neither here nor there. Of course, before checking, I looked at prices, and it's ridiculous to have insurance in this country if you're not working for a company. But anyways, I applied for the discount they're supposed to get, and it asked me to project what my income is going to be for 2024. I don't have an income, so I kind of calculated more or less $10,000 from eBay's. Hopefully I'll do 4 times that at least. But I calculated $10,000, and it says I make too little to get applied for discount. How can that be a thing? How can you make too little to get help? I'm not a moocher or anything. I never like to apply for these things, but I was looking at my situation, and I guess it's a common thing to do. Hey, no. Yeah. Look at this. We started chewing this. Why you do that? Huh? There's no reason for that. I was gonna use this as a packing material. Anyways, I don't know if it's a mistake. I don't follow any of the stuff. I don't know if I'm supposed to or anything, but I just think it's the most ridiculous and the funniest thing I've ever heard. So I don't know. I'm gonna contact an agency and see where to go from there. There's probably something. I don't know. I hope there's something. If not, whatever. I'll get into my wife's insurance. Back to eBay. Overnight, I sold a multi-zone VCR that I had listed. I had it listed for $295, and they made an offer for $220. Very lowball offer. So I counter offer for $270, and they accepted. And we're gonna pack it. It's this one here. It's this one. So some of these things sell. I mean, I wouldn't have bought it to sell. I had it for a long time. So let's pack it. Had this scale forever. If it still exists, I'll put a link in the description. If you buy it, I'll probably get like a few cents. 10 pounds, 10 ounces. And funny thing is, not funny, but like one time I shipped, that's gonna be, I think, FedEx, most likely. I haven't created the label yet. But one time I shipped 3 or 4 items, and one of them was FedEx. I ended up dropping off everything at the post office, so there was a loss there. It supposedly eventually gets to the customer, even though it was a FedEx package. But by that time, this was done through my wife's account. She's the one that she was getting rid of a bunch of my son's stuff. And yeah, there was a loss there. It was like $30. Some books, kids' books. So gotta be careful with that. Whenever you're shipping, make sure it's going to the right place. Lesson learned. So yeah, this is it. Sold. I'd listed for $299.50. Ended up selling it for $270. And I didn't really know. I forgot how to do the offer. And I saw a bunch of declined offers. I guess I set up a very strict accept and decline. But anyways, still sold. Still made money. All good. Let's see. Over the weekend, I sold a watch, transmitter, and a VCR. A total of $282.38 made over the weekend. Not too bad at all. I think my cost here, was this. I made $280 profit. That covers the whole weekend. As far as my goal, my first goal is to make a profit of $100 a day, 7 days a week. That's my target goal. I hate this phone. I had just recorded a good portion of the video. It stopped recording. Dropping off the packages. I'm getting to FedEx right now. What I did was I wrote fragile all over. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I think that when the driver sees that, he's gonna be intentionally kicking the package around. But I don't know. I don't think that'll happen because from experience, the drivers I've encountered, they've been super cool, super chill. Dropping off first the FedEx and then when I go to post office. What I write in all my listings is if orders placed before 2 p.m. Eastern time, I will ship the same day. So what I do is I wait till 3 o'clock and that's my cutoff. And if there's any orders at that time, I pack them and go drop them off. It's 10:45 in the morning though, and I need to do a few errands, so I came to drop them off. If there's any orders later, I'll drop them off too. So the reason I say $100 a day, it's kind of a rounded number that I think is somewhat attainable. $100 a day doesn't really cover all my expenses, but it is a goal that I think it's attainable. If I can make $100 a day on average within the next few months, that kind of proves me that it's something that I could do full time. And even if I don't, I still gotta push it, right? I still gotta do it. But it's just a goal. I never set goals on anything, but I should. Because just setting those $100 a day as a goal, it pushes me to actually make those $100. Even if one day I make only $20, right? That means that the next day I gotta make $180. Now I know that's kind of hard, especially because I don't have enough products listed. And that's something that I gotta work on. I do have... Oh, somebody left a bag here. Last night we went looking at Christmas tree lights. Me, my son, my wife, and his aunts. And this is the perfect vehicle for that. And somebody left a bag. I think was his aunt. One of his aunts. I'm feeling really good. To be honest, guys, I don't think I've been this happy in years. I was making a decent salary at that company. For the position I had, it wasn't the best salary, but it was pretty good. I don't expect to make that amount anytime soon, but at least I want to start making enough to pay all my bills soon. The sooner the better. And even if I never get to that salary, which I don't think it's that hard, even if I don't get to that salary, I'm so much happier.